All right, let me jump over to Skype, as we're the only show with a psychotherapist on board. Jill Payne, author, psychotherapist, speaker, is with us via Skype. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Sam.
Yes, sad day. A police officer in our neck of the woods is killed in the line of duty chasing scum who are running, because only scum run from the police. And then our good friend Congressman Poe is diagnosed with leukemia. It's sad. From the psychotherapist point of view, I know you always talk about the political. You come on about the election and everything, but what do you tell people when you're burdened with all this sad news in one day?
What do you tell people when something tragic happens?
Yeah, you got a lot of sad news out there. How do you tell people to get through the day and smile and get back to work?
Well, you first listen to them. That's the key to even what I want to talk about, and then hear their views and how they're feeling, because just by talking, people feel better.
True. And
it's basically you listen to them and then you go with whatever they're saying, and then you have them focus on something that is going to make them feel better. And it depends on each person. It truly does. And I think that's one of the issues we're having with this anger and aggression is everybody's different and their perceptions are different. So we need to treat everybody as an individual. So that's my answer right there.
So be a good listener. So when you're talking to people like,
please,
our good friend Congressman Poe, who's diagnosed with leukemia, or this police officer who's a dad, I think he's got 3 daughters, killed in the line of duty, just be a good listener. That's the best way to help.
And then the other key is to be empathetic, and I wanted to talk about that because that's one of the solutions. In a Pew study, we're studying the Millennials now, and the Millennials are the ages 18 to 33. So the kids that are 18 and below are probably, this is affecting them more. They're losing their ability to empathize, and one of the reasons is because their model right now is a computer. So my theory is they're becoming like a robot.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the issues here. So you're asking what's the solution, and one is to empathize, and I wanted to talk about the difference between anger and aggression, because what's happening now is a lot of aggressive behavior. So in anger, it's an emotion. We need it for survival, and there's different levels of anger. I want to go real quick. May I do this?
Sure.
Go real quick. Okay. I tell my clients there's different levels of anger. There's 1 through 10. You never want to get to 10 because you'll be irrational. 1 through 3, you say words such as, I'm annoyed, I'm irritated, I'm bothered. So whenever you say words like that, you need to have a red flag, and then that's when you need to start talking to people. Once you get to I'm mad and pissed off, which is level 4 to 6, that you may be rational, may not. And then if you get to enraged and furious, that's what you're having here. You're having, quote, explosive behavior. And so the anger itself is not the issue, it's the behavior. And aggression is behavior or an action that is having an intent to cause pain and harm. And there's one study, just real quick, Bandura, he studied social behavior aggression. Very famous study. You may have heard it, the Bobo doll study.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
No.
It's really cool. Everybody needs to go YouTube it. It's all over, and they've done many other studies. And basically what it is, they had a control group, and then they had a group where these young little kids saw an adult behave aggressively on the Bobo doll. It's a big doll that bounces back and forth. And so the control group went in there, and they just played with the doll. They weren't aggressive. The kids that saw the aggression and how to play with the doll were not only aggressive, they even became more aggressive. So this is showing that modeling aggression promotes it. And that goes with, they've proven that there's been studies that if they hear a lot of media and you're seeing all this violence on YouTube, reality violence, people shooting each other, and it really is psychologically affecting people.
And you know what else? Excuse me, Jill Payne, our in-house psychotherapist on the Sam Malone Show. When you have social media and a black terrorist slaughters these innocent cops, right?
Right.
And other people put it on social media and they agree and promote, and they're like, they deserved it, or way to go, whatever your name was. What kind of society have we turned into, Jill? When a filthy, dirty person slaughters cops and people post publicly, way to go, kill them all, whatever.
My theory is we've turned into, quote, a me society doing selfies. And as I said before, it's all about me. That's different than being independent. Okay. When I say a self society, it's all about me, how I feel. We personalize, and therefore then we broadcast what we are personalizing. And then that spreads like wildfire because people listen to it.
And there's no thought of future reputation and future repercussions of posting hate online or supporting hate online. It really is it's a right now group of millennials. They're only thinking about now, not next year.
It's true. And so anyway, one of the things is I do think that there needs to be some limits. Those are boundaries, because there's a lot of bullying. Anonymity goes online. Right. So people are losing their boundaries of social acceptance. They're just saying whatever they want, showing whatever they want, and that it needs to have some limits. May I do a quote from Bandura? He said,
"You got 20 seconds."
Okay, I'm doing a lot of talking here. I apologize. Okay. In order to succeed, people need a sense of self-efficacy to struggle together with resilience to meet the inevitable obstacles and iniquities of life. And basically, a person needs the ability to know who they are. And I think we're losing that.
Amen to that. Jill Payne, our in-house psychotherapist, great friend who we met through our friend Charles Becker. He's at Houston Baptist University, right? I haven't talked to CB in a while. Helped her with it, build her website and get it up and running there, babe. Good to have you aboard, Jill.
And one more thing, I know you're going to let me go. I wore white today because white tells people that it's safe and I'm neutral. And so it really is important how you present yourself. I know people can't see me, they're on the radio.
No, we see you on Skype. Yeah, we see you on Skype. But good. Wearing white to let people know she's listening. She's your friend.
If I wore red, it would excite people too much.
And what's blue? I'm wearing a blue.
Blue calms people down.
Okay, I'm calming people. I'm not really calming.
Like water. There you go.
Sam Malone, he's like water. Jill Payne, our in-house psychotherapist. Thank you, Jill.
You're so welcome. Have an awesome day.
See you, babe. Bye-bye.